Happy Monday, everybody. I hope all of you are in sound mind and body. May my God bless your day as he shall bless mine. Today I just want to, go on a little critique, if you will, of how we should be looking at the next 5 years, knowing the stuff that we know now. I'm talking about the millennials. I'm talking about, 44 and down. What has been recognized is a lot of division. And when you think about the division that has come about, some, I guess we can blame on the American people. I mean, I just don't get it. The American people electing then President Obama, and then, to 2 terms, and then turning around and electing another guy who just doesn't really, kind of, come with that hope and change message. I mean, from the beginning he didn't. So what is it to say about how we're going about making our positions as the young Americans prevalent, noticed, taken serious about? And I've only been able to come up, I've been doing this for a few years, so I've only been able to come up with one concept that actually fits. And you're starting to see it with the junior class that has been, elected into Congress. You see that there, and now you are starting to see a shift in the conversation, if you will, about a lot of different things. I mean, the Israel thing that's recent, and the way that I feel is that the young lady is speaking more broadly than just Israel. When you try to say she's anti-Semitic, it's painting a picture towards Muslims in a sense, because she got the garb on, right? Her skin is like my skin, and so it draws that when you look at her and you look at who's saying she's anti-Semitic, it's like, well, this is the problem in division. And when you don't have unity within the Democratic Party, it causes this ripple, if you will. And so I'm just trying to say, let's set the record straight for what it is. The American people can no longer think in the broader terms of, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? Because as we see and have seen for many years, it has caused an even bigger ripple, so much so that it doesn't matter to them who are in power, right, who are lawmakers, legislators, what party you belong to. When you see the corruption within the party, you see what I'm saying? That stems to both parties. You see what I'm saying? When you see the corruption inside, right? That cancer eating away at them, the cancer being the money, being distributed amongst those that's been up there, 40 years, right? If we got 40 years of problems, then we have to look at the helm. We have people that's been legislating for 30 and 40 years, putting America on this path of a downslide, like a mudslide, an avalanche, if you will. And the American people have been have been lied to through the media, because that's whom we've been watching. I mean, the American people have been watching media, mainstream media. And it wasn't until the internet that we started to get more and more and more and more knowledgeable of what is going on in our politics. And for those people that are starting to pay attention and notice some things, it's like literally since the death of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and a few others in that time frame, right? Kennedy, etc., there's been a major shift, right? Towards, you have to call it capitalism, right? If what Bernie says is socialism, then what has been going on has been capitalism, right? And is capitalism working? And who is it working for if it's working? You see what I'm saying? That's what you have to say to yourself. Okay, capitalism is supposed to be a good thing. Then who is capitalism working well for? Exactly. And these are the type of questions I'm asking myself. And so if socialism is a bad deal, then what is capitalism? Because look at what capitalism has done over the past 40 years to the American people's plights. Unions have been decreasing year after year, decade after decade. Healthcare is increasingly becoming more and more expensive, decade after decade. Wages have been stagnant, not going up, not increasing, decade after decade, as it should have been, adjusting for inflation, basically. You see what I'm saying? So, and then when you have corruption involved in that and people are being paid to turn a blind eye or set policies that help corruption continue to, fester and grow, we have a situation that we find ourselves in 2019 from the top down. You understand what I'm talking about? So, what we have to do, as I and myself, big ups to TYT, have been, consistently trying to, and others, of course, and others, a lot of people are starting to become more and more immune to the corruption that has been existing and has been causing the downslide, the mudslide, the avalanche, if you will, of a way in which the American people are finding themselves less important and the elites, as they call them, more prominent. Because if you look at all the stars, if you like to call them that, on TV or YouTube or wherever you may, get your entertainment from, right? If you looking at them and you saying you want to be like them, then maybe, just maybe, you need to take a step back and assess your life. Excuse me. Assess your life and ask yourself, why hasn't your life been as successful? And who would be that person or persons that has made that, that thing in your life not work for you? Whether it be student loan debt, etc., etc. Okay? So, that's what I got for you today, people. Let's give thought to what I'm talking about. And until I speak again with you, please stay safe, stay solid, stay strong. I'm out.